Welcome to Crypto DeFi Daily for August 24th, 2025. The crypto market right now is sending some seriously mixed signals. I mean, on one hand, you've got these incredible stories of lottery-like wins, but on the other, there's this deep skepticism from the next generation of finance. So what is really going on? Let's dive in and break it down. So, our story starts in a place you probably wouldn't expect, a GameStop. An Arizona-based collector walks in, makes a pretty routine purchase, but what they walked out with was, well, anything but ordinary. Yeah, that $13 purchase, it turned into this, $115,000. That's the value of what they found inside, a redemption code for one full Bitcoin. The numbers here are just staggering. A $13 pack of cards with odds of 1 in 192 to pull any crypto prize, and they hit the absolute jackpot. We're talking an 865,000% gain. And, this is exactly the kind of retail dream, that lottery ticket win that fuels so much of the excitement in the market. But while everyday collectors are out there chasing this dream, the next generation of financial insiders, well, they seem to be walking in the opposite direction. Because here's the thing, while the retail market is buying lottery tickets, a really revealing new survey from Morgan Stanley shows the next generation of financial leaders just isn't buying the hype. So get this, they surveyed over 600 of their summer interns, and the results are pretty eye-opening. Even with Bitcoin soaring past $100,000, a clear majority, 55% of these future finance pros, remain completely uninterested in digital assets. Only a tiny 18% actually own or use crypto. And this, right here, is the crucial point. Look at where their attention actually is. AI adoption among this same group is a massive 96%. It is a crystal clear signal that the next wave of Wall Street talent is overwhelmingly focused on AI, not crypto. And this disconnect, it isn't just generational. It goes right to the very top, where some of the biggest names in the space are sending completely opposite signals about what's coming next. In one corner, you have the super bullish take from BitMEX founder Arthur Hayes. He's out there predicting Ethereum could surge to as high as $20,000 this cycle, betting on a huge wave of quantitative easing. And then, in the other corner, you have the complete opposite argument from Custodia Bank CEO Caitlin Long. She's issuing a pretty stark warning that the big financial institutions now jumping into crypto are structurally, fundamentally unprepared for the risks of the next inevitable bear market. And her core concern comes down to this really fundamental mismatch. Crypto, as you know, operates 24/7 on real-time settlement. Traditional finance, well, it still takes nights and weekends off. Long argues this could create a severe liquidity crisis for firms that just can't operate at crypto speed when things go south. And you know what? Nothing illustrates this crazy collision of hype, institutional risk, and even politics better than the new Trump-linked token, WLFI. Right now, based on pre-launch futures trading, the token is being priced at just 42 cents. But at that price, its implied valuation is a mind-blowing $40 billion. And that's where the stakes get really high. That valuation means a holding company tied to the Trump family is sitting on a stake worth over $9 billion. And remember, this is all before the token is even officially trading. But this massive paper valuation is about to get a major reality check. The clock is ticking towards some key dates. The first real test is going to come on September 1st, when the first block of investor tokens unlocks, releasing about 5% of the total supply onto the market. The question is, will buyers show up to support a $40 billion price tag? We're about to find out. Okay, so when you pull all these threads together, you get a picture of a market that's defined by this huge fundamental conflict. It really is a perfect storm of conflicting forces, isn't it? Pushing the market up is the raw power of hype. You've got the retail dream of a lottery win, institutional greed eyeing $20,000 ETH, and political mania creating a $40 billion token out of thin air. But pulling it back down are these very sobering realities. A new generation of talent that's just not interested, institutional fear of a system they don't really understand, and the structural risk of these massive token unlocks. And all of this brings us to the core question for crypto's future. What is it, really? Is it a lottery ticket for the masses, a serious asset for Wall Street, or is it just the latest political football? Because right now, it's trying to be all three at once, and that's a battle for identity that just can't last forever. That's your actionable news for today.
Thanks for joining us.